Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Studio Lou Design Team where I am making a small journal out of the Journal With Me kit that is available on her Patreon for August 2025. Every month she puts together an eclectic mix of drawn images, thrifted images, portraits, all kinds of yummy stuff, and I'm making a journal. And I need to put that with my other cards because I lost that. So this is my, isn't that yummy? Very yummy. So where we left off was somewhere under here. We had pages put together. We had blue pages. And I've got a whole pile of extra bits and pieces and stuff to go along with everything else that I have. Because we need pages today. I think, all things being equal in the creek don't rise, we will be able to get 2 4-folio signatures in. So, where did we leave off? So these are going to be 2 each. And they are now dry, so yay us. Woohoo! It's got to be to about, oh, okay. Okay. We can probably do that. Sure. Okay, there's 1. I want that to be the front. It's 2. Oh, that's 3. That's 4. Okay. Okie dokie. So having done all that, so we need to do a top and a bottom. So we need to sort of do some marking here. And I think we've done this before, about 100 times probably. I just want to do some final measuring. Okay, so if I cut that at 1, 2, 3, 4.5, it'll be just a skosh on the inside, which will make me happy. And I need, okay, so that's where that is. Good enough. Here we are. Need to do that. What am I doing? Let's line it up because I think that's going to be a little bit easier on me. Do that. There we are. That's a little better. And then just push over this way. There we are. And, ooh, okay, that worked. Okay. And now, what did I say? 4.5 or 1/4? 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. There. There's 1. Okay. How wide do I want this? While we're up, might as well. So that's 3 inches. If I do 2 7/8 across, that will be good. So 2 7/8. Wow. Yep. Okay, and it doesn't matter that that's fallen off. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be adorable. Okay. So second verse, same as the first. Make this on these straighty straight across. Good enough, good enough. There. And that's, I should write it down. 4.5, let's write it down. Just make everybody feel better. 4.5, and then 2 7/8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Really? Really? Alrighty. Did I cut that the wrong way? Might have done. Doesn't matter. You'll have to tell me in the comments if I just sort of lost my tiny cricket mind. And yes is always well, yes is always the expected answer. I'm just gonna tuck that back in there, and then 2 7/8. And there. Yep. There's one. So that's going to be the bottom. More or less. Nope. There. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 4.25. 4 and a little less. It'll be what it is. Two and 7/8. Ooh, these are turning out really good. I'm very happy with how they turned out. And I'm throwing those out because I can. I say this on the regular, but I have a very good recycling program in my environs, and so I do not worry about recycling. There, there, and then this is, woo, 2 7/8. Do I want to fold that differently? Well, step one, I want to cut that one off, because I don't want to lose the beginning of that, but I don't want to do another fold. There. And 2 7/8 is going to be there. Where? With the ink. So it should be on the artists. So if I do that, that will be more than enough. And can I do the same thing here? I don't see why not. There. Okay. Look at us. So we can do 2, or we might be able to do 4. Can we do 4? What would 4 look like? 4 would be 2 each. Yeah, we could do 4. What am I trying to do? I am trying to cut 1 3/8. If I do it every 3/8, 3, can sort of offset it and go . Okay, it's not quite right. Try that. That's better. Alrighty. So now, after all that fuffing around, so we've got that, and then this becomes the sort of the cover for each one, maybe. I have 2 that are smaller. I am not going to care. That's just how I'm going to roll. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I'm leaning way over here to get it some paper, one hopes. Oh, here we are. Here's paper. Here we are. I kind of want that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, let's do that. That's a sharp end, that's a sharp end. One of them doesn't have a sharp end, this one does not. So I need to make that a sharp end. Okay. So we have 1, and we do 2, 3. The top one is upside down because I'm going to turn it right side up when I am done. Because theoretically speaking, this is the size I need. I need it there, and I need it there. And while I have said that, I'm going to make it just a skosh smaller so that when it folds, it won't stick out so much. At least that's the plan, Stan. Here, there's one. Ah, that's 4.5. Look at that. Just like we intended it. I'm going to keep that paper because it's kind of cute. There. Now we get to fold all these. Hopefully turn this one right side up. There we are. Good job. Good job, good job, good job, good job. One. There. Okay, look at us. We practically have a journal. So, cover is here. Pages are here. So, we said that was going to be okay because they're not all the same size. Or I can do this. Put it inside if we want. And that one can be the outside of that one. And then this one can be the inside of that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Pop it in like that. Bob is technically your uncle. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Yes. All right, I'm gonna clip this together because we've got the order, we've got all the stuff together. Before I start sewing things in, I'm gonna ask myself the broad question, do I want to do anything with this beforehand? I have this large sheet that might be fun. See what else we have in here. So there's a style. Okay, we need to take this out. We need to have a look. So there's a style that I'm looking for that is going to feel kind of like that, whatever that is. Okay, so let's try and describe it in words. It is darkish, very saturated colors, nature themed, That's a no. I don't know why I'm doing it this way because I don't want to look at that. Okay, so let's just do it this way. No. Oh, that's nature themed, but not really fitting. That might work. No. No. Oh, cat. I missed that one entirely the first time around. Maybe the cat. No. It doesn't because there's only one page. There we are. Okay. And then I'm going to put this all back because I think this does not fit my current brief. Not really. Okay. That's fine. So, spare. So we've got that to start with. Oh, this pigeon is glorious. Oh, did I just whap you? I think I must have just whacked you. Did not mean to do that. There. Okay. This will be available for spares. Okay, so I think that is what I want to do first. If I do that, no, I want to have like buddy 1 and buddy 2. So it's kind of on that I need to do. Do I need to cut? I think I do. No, I don't need to cut. Not yet. What I do want to do, okay. Squirrel. Need to cut that off. I want to fold it around the cover, the front cover, and give it like a little seam or a hem or just a lap around. And if I cut it, then I'll have an edge, and I want that's what I want. I want an edge. Get a little bit closer. Sure. Okay. Where's that fold? There it is. Here we are. We're all good. There. I want that to go like that. That's going to come over to there. Bun will, oh, maybe bun won't. No, I wanted bun to be on the inside cover. That's where I wanted bun to go. Okay. So now I can cut. Like, I don't know, 1/2 inch? Sure. And I need to do something at the bottom here, because that's where I want the bottom. The foldy over will still work. Yay-ish. There we are. Okay. We've got kind of like that going on. It's kind of like wrapping a present, but the present is a piece of paper. That. And then I would be able to get that. Okay, 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 okay. Bun comes in like that as a panel. Yep, 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 yep. Then I need something on this side. And if I have that then folded, and then whatever the top is, yep. So I want to make that line about there. A little bit more. A little bit less? A little bit more. I don't know. Pick a line, and that knife is open. There. Okay. And then it's going to go like that, or it's going to go like that. So both of these are going to be overlapped so I can lose the white edges. It is such a comfort to have somebody to talk to as I am doing all of this. I think if I weren't here, I would still be doing the talking. But it makes slightly more cognitive sense when you're talking and there is an audience. Okay, so it's going to pop in like that. Blah, blah, blah. Sort of. Come on. What happened? Okay, stop. Now then, I wanted to figure out if this, so I need to lose some of that white. Do I want to do it that way? Or this way? I think under works better. So it needs to be about there. And then that will be kind of like that. Okay, and then I want to make sure that the top of the mushroom is preserved. Just a little bit, and then whatever falls off, falls off. There. So that's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. Okay, okay. And then you're going to fold over. And then you're going to pop, oops. You're going to do that. And you're going to do that. So I've essentially taken the image and I have yes, I've reversed it. Let's do this one more time with the other side on top, because the other side may make more sense if Where does this land? It lands in the spine. So maybe this is better. So that I don't have the back image cut in two. I think that's better. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to glue this to that. I want to plonk that in there as close as I possibly can. And I probably should sew it because I don't trust this glue on this really, really smooth surface. But it would probably be fine because, why? Because I'm using the inside really is the place to glue, not the outside. Well, maybe that's what I could do. And then this then goes on like that, like that. Yip, yip, yip. And then that flips up. Then we have bun. And that's as far as we get. Ooh, oops. We might be able to put in pretty cat. So should we go with that? Well, let's try. And I'm not even going to bother gluing the other side. Just going to glue this side. Oh, wait. Wait! I haven't notched these corners. Okay, now we can go. Oh, bless us. It's going to take me all month to get this done. What's wrong with this? Oh, there's your problem. Hoige schmoige. I knew there was something funny. That was nearly disastrous. Okay. Thank you for yelling. Okay, that's the way I want that to go. Okay, now we're back to where we want to go. We want that, and we want that. As clean as we possibly can get. I know that just moved. Who needs to watch suspense drama when you can watch me craft? You must be wiped out by the time you're done. There we are. There we are. Beautiful. Okay. Yep, that works. And then this gets folded over this way just a little bit more because we have the space for it. And then that's going to glue. I say with a whole lot of confidence. There. Oops. Okay, there's that. I'm not going to put bun on yet. I'm going to put the other side on. What are we going to do? We're going to do this. So this, I need to clip some corners. This being corner number 1. Okay, well, how does this go? Goes this way. All right, okay, okay, okay. And this is the top first. It's the top first. Am I gonna worry about that glue? Probably should. I can glue that first. There. I'm just going to put a bead of glue down there. I might dress the spine a bit further, maybe with washi or something. But to start, we'll use this. Okay, good job. And that's going to fold over that way. That I'm going to need more space for that corner. There, that's better. Remember a couple of months ago I was wondering about how fast that was going to be done and we'd be done in no time? Well, it's still no time yet. Still not no time yet. There. I'm going to have that nice and high. And again, I don't mind that there's that weird overlap because we're going to cover it with something. Could be a pocket, could be a picture, just could be an end piece. No one knows yet. There. And I'm not going to bend this for a bit. I'm just going to let all that glue settle in and make itself at home. And so this ought to go kind of like that, but lower. What do I want at the top of his head? A little bit more? Sure. Okay. And I'm going to do that. part of me says don't. Oh, what do you know? 4.5. Look at us. That makes total sense to me. So put him on like that. If I cut that off, yeah. White line is going to clash with the top overlap, I think. There. And this, luckily, did not get a perfect glue. It's going to come off. And then I won't have that white piece showing. And I can go a little bit further in if I want. Okay. And I'm going to sort out what could go there. Well, let's try the cat. This Polaroid shape is really, really good. But I think I need to get it right down with the cat. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. And my paws, will that fit? Oh, it would. And I could put that all the way around too, couldn't I? Yeah, so I have this nice wide washi tape that I might be able to use just around and back, and then glue one here and one there, and we can call her done. Let's try that. See if I can get it to peel that way. Oops. Oops. Okay, that's the right way around. So let's put the right way around this way. So it's going to go that way. And I need to start here so I can get this sort of kind of centered. Are we kind of centered? A little bit. Gonna be good enough anyways, for now. That's very satisfying. Hey, look at that, I got it upside down. Should I pull it off? I should. start again. I want that to be that side. Oh, this is hard. Somebody somewhere is saying, just eyeball it. I would love to have the constitution to be able to do that. I do not. Now we're right side up. Yay, okay. Here we are. Pull that up. Cut that off. And look at that. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. And while we're up, we might as well do the final gluing here. We can just bump it up to there. Sure. I can use glue stick, can't I? You could, but you're not gonna. What I need most to get are the edges and the corners. Just making sure. Yep. And we'll fix that little white thing anon. And then puds. Oh, I can do a little bit of trim on puds. Okay, we can do that. Just be careful. I'm taking off the side that's mostly the yellow. I want to keep some of that dark, and I want to keep the face. Yep, that'll work. Okay, remember, edges. Okay. I might not need to sew at all. Completely avoided the move that over just a hair. Sure, that'll work. There. Okay, so I am going to let that dry before I do any kind of foldy, she says as she folds, because it needs to be dry. So what have we got done so far? We have our 4 signatures that are gonna, oops, nope, it's gonna go this way. It's gonna be popped in like that. Gonna have our little journal. It's gonna be very, very adorbs. And then we're gonna have a look at this journal stuff, and what I might need to do with the rest of the material is reprint it at maybe 75% or at 50 or some smaller scale, because some of this stuff is just, I have made a very small journal, and some of these images are made for like a journal of this side, which is great. I mean, and that's what's the beauty of digital kits are. You can resize them to fit whatever purpose you have. So I'm going to call that a video. That's a video. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.